This is Hot Laps presented by SRI Performance and Stock Car Steel and Aluminum.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to new segment of the show. We're bringing in with our fine friends from SRI Performance and Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. We're calling the segment Hot Laps, where we will be highlighting employees from SRI Performance and Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, both, and having them on here probably a couple times a month, at least one time a month. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, first employee highlight I guess we got now is Alex Mast from SRI Performance. Alex, what's going on, man?
Oh, not much, man. Just working away.
Wide open, eh?
Oh, yeah, we're staying pretty busy this time of the year.
So while we get started here, we know SRI Performance has many different areas that they cover in the racing industry and other industries for that matter. But what exactly is your job at SRI Performance?
So about 2 years ago now, we merged SRI Supplies and SRI Performance into one big company. And I came over on the SRI Supplies side where we sell fasteners, abrasives, all your body shop supplies, your fab shop supplies. So I moved over with that, and since then we've taken on a lot more welding customers. So I'm more or less helping on all the welding side and just inside sales, essentially, just helping anybody I can with anything I can.
There you go, man. That's awesome. So let's get a little bit of background on you, just as we do almost every racer that comes on here. We'll do it with you also. Where are you from? Where'd you grow up? All that good stuff.
So I actually am from South Georgia. Moved up here 7 years ago. I went through NASCAR Technical Institute, and then I started at SRI part-time and haven't looked back since I started.
Being that you went to, obviously, NASCAR Technical Institute, were you looking to get into the racing industry?
I was. It looked very glamorous, and it is, don't get me wrong. But the more I, worked part-time at SRI, I dealt with all the racers coming in. It's a very good way for me to be in racing, but not directly in racing. So I felt like this was the best option for me. But still, it's, the what if question. What if you did get directly into racing and you never know where you'd be?
Well, man, I'm going to tell you, working with SRI as we have before, you are about as directly still into racing as you can be without being, as you said, directly into racing. So because as we've known for years ourselves, SRI has become synonymous with any type of motorsports. When you talk about anything, you see SRI trailer at track, or you see a truck going around to different shops. So when you say you started with selling supply side with fasteners and anything else, where you said you were inside sales?
I was. So I actually moved a whole lot around within the company. I started off as a warehouse employee, helping pull orders just to get them out to the customers the next day. And then from there transitioned into inside sales, manning the front counter, helping everybody get everything they need in a 911 pinch, because believe it or not, we're in racing, so we have a lot of them. And then from there transitioned into delivering all your welding gases when we started that business up.
Okay, I got you. So when you're delivering all these welding gases, and now you're not just delivering to race shops, are you? You're delivering all kind of fab shops, aren't you?
Yeah, so with SRI, we love small teams just as much as we love the big teams. So when we're out delivering welding gases to everybody, we're stopping at fab shops. Your lower level teams, we're stopping through there. Just making sure everybody knows that we'll take care of them no matter how big their team is.
Well, while you at it, man, I know I'm a little ways from you, but I just noticed yesterday I need a box of rivets for my legend car, so I'm gonna need to hook up, man.
So the weird part is I can probably give you a part number for that box of rivets.
That's awesome. That is a true parts man. There, we're not going to these other run of the mill part shops where you ask for a headlight bulb and they're asking you if it's 2 or 4 wheel drive. No, Alex got it broke down for the part number for rivets.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. Once you sell all these products for so many years, you learn exactly what people want, even when they give you kind of a half description of it.
I bet so, man. And that's the cool thing about SRI as a whole, in my opinion, is you guys there deal with so much of the of racing stuff, but just in general of products for race cars and every other type, uh, you know, vehicle out there, pretty much with all the performance needs and everything else. When you say fasteners and everything, so
Yeah.
it's really cool, man, because everybody up there seems very knowledgeable of everything that they have in stock.
Well, see, that's the best part about our entire staff that we've built over the years. I specialize mainly in the fasteners and abrasive and welding side. Then you go, other inside salesmen. They've been doing late model racing and selling those parts for years. Then you have your dirt racing guys, your drag racing guys. So the biggest thing is we don't specialize in one line. We've grown so rapidly and so large over making sure that we tell customers, no matter what kind of racing you're doing, whether it's just building a hot rod or building a NASCAR, we can help you get the product you need.
That's right, man. And so I got a question. Since you
What's
get to
up?
see both sides there, who's the more picky guys? Is it the asphalt guys or is it the dirt guys?
Oh, I'm going to catch a lot of crap for this. It's probably the dirt guys.
Really? See, I would have thought the other way around.
Well, like the dirt guys, they're more stuck in their ways. I can get an asphalt guy to try something before I can a dirt guy.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. It's dirt's pretty old school. So
It
and
is,
they like to keep it that way.
and that's what makes it so good.
Man, I bet so. Well, on the welding side, man, well, let's see. Sterling's got more experience there with me than welding. I did get my certifications in welding, but I ain't shop certified like you are, Sterling. So Sterling knows all about them welding gases and everything you delivering, man.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you know as well as I do, there's a whole lot more to welding gases now than there used to be, really. There's so many different things you can do. There's so many different types of welding wire that requires different welding gas. So, anyway, just let us know kind of what all you have to offer.
So on your cylinders, we stock the very small 20 cubic foot bottles all the way up to the 300 cubic foot bottles. And we do your straight argon for TIG welding, your 75-25 for MIG welding, uh, nitrogen, oxygen, acetylene. But we can get spec gases for special projects you have coming up, uh, like your argon helium mixes for TIG welding, very thick aluminum. We can get that in straight helium for if you want to mix it yourself. It's kind of really endless there what we can get just because we have a great supplier for all of that stuff. And we can all, like, if you want a special gas made with certain percentages, they can make it for you. The only bad
Wow.
thing is the cost to it.
Right. No, absolutely. Well, hey, if you got to pay for what you want, I reckon. But yeah, man, like you were saying, with helium, we use that a lot at shop welding aluminum, and it makes huge difference because we weld a lot of thick aluminums for sure. So that's really cool that you can definitely get the percentages mixture you want ordered. That's sweet, man, for sure. So, what else far as welding supplies? I know gas is for sure, but what else can everybody else come get while they're there to get their gas?
So, we have access to the SRI used parts, and John Strange is always finding used welders. I know right now I'm sitting here looking at two Miller TIG machines. They're Synchrowave 250s, a little older, but we have access to them.
Okay.
Also, a full line of MIG wire, TIG rods, stick electrodes, all your consumables you need to get your welder up and running. We have everything. So if you were to come in and buy a brand new welder from me, I'd be able to get you outfitted with all the apparel you need to weld, as well as all the consumables you need, the MIG wire you need, and the gas you need to do it.
Good deal, man. That's awesome. And like I said, man, you are well, I'm telling you now, you've been about the most knowledgeable person I've ever talked to that knows everything that they got in stock at a at one particular location. So man, that's awesome. And it's awesome that you are a team member there at SRI.
Oh, there's long days, but I do love it. You get to deal with awesome customers. All of our employees here are phenomenal to work with, just because we're not one dimensional. We know a lot of different products that we stock, because when I first came into performance, I'm used to the supplies side, so I had to cross train on all the performance products. Well, when we moved in, all the performance salesmen had to cross train with the supply products. So over the last few years, we've kind of all had our chance to learn everything.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way, man. Well, good deal, buddy. Well, man, we sure appreciate you coming on here, hanging out with us for a while here on our first edition of Hot Laps here, and but we sure appreciate it. And everybody else that comes on here's got a lot to follow, man.
I don't know about that. They should be able to handle it. Thanks for y'all's time and having me on.
All right, buddy, we sure appreciate it. And that is Hot Laps brought to you by SRI Performance and Stock Car Steel and Aluminum.